Okay, so first, obviously, it's no introduction. So I guess we're technically at, I don't want to say birthplace, but close, the homeland, if you will.
Birthplace.
But is it would be birthplace for your racing career, perhaps?
Yes.
And close enough to the birthplace of the actual birth. So where are we?
We are currently at Mosport. For those who know, I know it's Canadian Tire Motorsport Park in the official title, but
Right.
those who know, it's Mosport. We're here in Canada for another round of the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. This is my home track, so happy to be back home. Yeah, looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, you drove this last year for the first time in, I don't know, maybe like
7 years, 7
like
years,
that?
8 years, yeah.
In the GT3, but now we're in the GT4. So what are the differences between those two things at this track? Like, what do you have to get used to?
Yes, so I think generally the step from GT3 to GT4 is quite difficult in the sense of you become so accustomed to the downforce of the GT3, like you just have so much more support on that sense. In that sense, the brakes are better. You have a much more refined traction control system, ABS system, just generally a lot of the mechanical aspects of the car. Here specifically in the GT4, you can really feel the bumps out on track. The car really likes to move around a lot, so you just don't feel a lot of confidence going into some of these very high speed, high momentum corners, especially turn 2, turn 4, where they're blind. It's quite terrifying, to say the least. The GT3 just feels very planted. It's still scary, but you can really lean on the downforce. But here you feel every bump, and yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a challenge for me currently. But yeah, other than that, the braking feels pretty good, especially up the hill in a 5A. But overall, just happy to be back here. I mean, it's got a lot of memories for me here. I mean, obviously I haven't raced here a lot in recent years, but always cool to come home.
Cool. And flashing back, put you in this awkward thing. So what would you tell the young Samantha getting into her first race here from your experience now? What would you tell her?
Ooh, from my experience now with the track,
Or even just with your career, like, what would you try
just
to
advice
instill?
for my younger self
Yeah.
to stop being so hard on herself, to give myself grace. I think that's more of a life advice kind of aspect. I think the nerves for me a lot coming, or at least when I first started racing, was just seeing like the big field, like knowing that the drivers that were in the field were, you know, had so much experience, and I was always a bit worried, feeling like I was so behind, and a lot of anxiety came from that. But knowing what I know now, like, it's just a car. It's just another car. You just go out and send it. Have confidence in your skills. And specifically about the track, I would say, I mean, I had so many laps around that track as a kid, especially like with all the track days I did with my dad.
Right.
And I feel like that experience really helps in trusting the momentum or not trusting the momentum, but trusting the car to, how do I phrase this? I'm just gonna say, trusting the car,
Like
trusting the car,
take care of
and just keeping your eyes up and like learning the line essentially here, because there's so many blind corners. You really have to know exactly where to place the car and just to visualize that more.
Let's think the strategy. So last year, basically sprint racing. So basically, I want to say there wasn't any strategy in the racing, but it was basically you get in the car, it's a 45-minute race, you just basically send it.
Yeah.
But now you have to think longer term. So now you have a partner. So I think it's a lot different, and tell me if I'm wrong, than Pirelli GT World Challenge America, where it was basically you did a 45-minute stint, you full send, car came in, there was a mandatory pit stop of a certain length, your next driver got in and full send. But now there's a little bit more strategy and nuance to it. How is that like coming to terms with that strategy change
From last year to this year again?
and how is it tougher as a driver?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still fully sending. These are still sprint races, right? Like, it is only basically a 2-hour race. You still are pushing the car to its absolute limit as fast as you can. You go out just full send. Even though last year's race was 45, I think 50 minutes and just like one stint, it's still the same mentality, right? You go out, you got to take care of the car, you got to take care of your tires. Yes, there is the added strategy of obviously the fueling, the driver change, when to come in. Thankfully, we have a very knowledgeable engineer, and he handles all of that because I can't be thinking of all those things while I'm in the car. But at the end of the day, it's still a sprint race. I would probably say it would be different if it was a 24-hour race. But yeah, in these, beast altogether on that one. Yeah, but still, I would say, thankfully, I have a lot of experience in these endurance races and with the driver changes and everything. So it's still just get in the car and go as fast as you can. Yeah, you've had, I think, 2 4-hour enduro races in GT4 this year. Is it a different mindset and strategy going into the 4-hour race versus a 2-hour sprint race? Yes, for sure. Especially for Mid-Ohio, it was very, very hot. So getting in the proper hydration before that race and like just getting proper rest, typical, and proper nutrition before the race played a role, because knowing that I was going to be in the car for longer than 45 an hour, I was going to be in the car for, pretty much a double. You just have to think more about the physicality of it and being able to stay mentally sharp in that kind of temperature. Our cockpit, I think, ended up reaching around 95, maybe more. It's probably more. It was probably like 110, actually. I think it's got to be more than that. It was quite hot. But all very important things to keep in mind, for sure. Right. Let's go to BMW ambassador stuff. Mm-hmm. So we met you at Le Mans, mm-hmm. and it was a flip. So you interviewed me at Le Mans. So what's it like being the ambassador? Like, what were your like sort of duties at Le Mans? So what were you there to help promote BMW for? As an ambassador, I'm in charge of a lot of the media side of things during a race. As you said, doing interviews, not only with people that are in the paddock, but the drivers, the team, conducting a lot of the social media shoots. We did launch the new Neue Klasse M3 concept car. So doing some of the promotion for that. Just a lot of the media tasks, but it's also just super cool to be a part of the race. Like, I'm also doing my own content during the races and helping BMW promote on that end as well. So altogether, just a lot of media, which I love doing. Did you get a chance to sit in the new concept? I did, actually. It's very interesting. I actually, the seats are very, I think they are the carbon bucket seats. There's like an evolution, I think, from the carbon buckets. I didn't get to see inside of it personally, but I saw the videos. It looked like a really nice setup for basically like a track car. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was both Sheldon Vanderland and we were like talking about the car and the interior, and we both think it's pretty cool. They have a lot of really interesting features that are being added to the car. I don't know if they're coming out as such, but wait and see. Wait and see. But overall, I think it's a cool car. And then you got the chance to see the M3 Touring 24H. And I got to sit in it. You got to sit in it. Obviously, you love it, but what were your impressions seeing it in person? I mean, it's, for me, so special that BMW actually listened to their community of fans and built a car that, it was not, what's the word? Not traditional is not the right sense, but I can't find the right word right now, but basically just came out of this April Fool's joke, right? Mm-hmm. But I thought it was so cool to see in person, finally. It looks exactly like the GT or the M4 GT3 on the inside, except I will say the seat seems to be farther back. I think I had heard it's basically the seat for the GT4 car. Yeah. And the doors opening is obviously not as long as the M4. And I was always puzzled, like, how did Jens Klingman get himself into that? He said it was no problem. I mean, it's quite spacey in there. It's quite spacey, but yeah, overall, very, very cool car. Hope I get to drive it one day. Yeah. I've heard it may appear at Road Atlanta. I heard it's no longer appearing at Road Atlanta. Oh, no. What a bummer. But we'll see. We will see. All right. But that's about it for this catch up with Sam
series, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your time, Tim.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
And of course, CCA people, come out there, support her at the races. She's on this scholarship program. Hopefully she'll win that scholarship or fund for next year.
Support in
Come on,
the
support.
socials. Thank you.
Thank you.